activity that's happening, probably even more when you look at the outputs, the outputs from that. But we were in a meeting with Representative Lucio, and we were at the state capitol, and Representative Lucio had a contingency down there, and he was basically saying, we need to do some things in our community. We'd like to get projects in the valley. And Commissioner Alvarez, he was commissioner, I was employed at the time. We were basically listening to what was there, but we made a commitment to go back, and we said, you know what, and maybe because you're not applying, we need to apply for these things. We applied for JET grants, and I never forget this. We went out there, and the community responded in a big way. And if you were looking at, say, there were 100 JET grants, and then there were 80 of them done, they were in the valley. Those numbers are not factual, but that's the impact that was made. So much to the point that we were talking, and we were saying, well, we need to slow down. And then we looked at each other and said, no, we're not going to slow down. We're going to do even more from that standpoint. And it went forward, and it's been phenomenal. You see the results of all of those activities that's been put on. The biggest thing that Commissioner Alvarez always talks about is the support of the community. That's where the heart is. The Texas tornado, the union guys said that they tagged that, but I would always go out and say Commissioner Alvarez was like a Texas tornado. When he hit the room, we were working. The latest project, we were in Brownsville doing an event called Rally in the Valley, where we were talking about internship opportunities. And right after that, the next day was an apprenticeship conference, a 2-day conference. Not done in San Antonio, not done in Houston, not done in Dallas, but done right here in the valley with a lot of intention. He did that. And the results, the proof's in the pudding, and we've seen a number of programs. And I'll rattle this off, and I'll take my seat. But the hireability program that we have now, where we're recognizing employers that are hiring individuals in the disability space. An idea of Commissioner Alvarez. That's where you're taking folks with a disability and basically recognizing those employers for that. We hire veterans program, those vets that are out there, where we're providing opportunities for them. Transitioning foster youth, second chance offenders, working on apprenticeship in a way that it's never been worked on. As a matter of fact, he'll share with you when he first was appointed, they didn't want him in that position. Basically said, let me give me 1 year. Give me 1 year and let's see what we can do from that standpoint. That is going away ceremony back in Austin, yet the entire union representatives all there singing his praises and saying thank you for the work that's been done in that effort. And I've been blessed to be able to work with him in a number of different ways. And so kind of reminded of a story when I was in Mexico City. My grandmother was sharing with her grandson the best ways to be successful with the show and tell program. And she said, amigo, in order to be successful, you need to do 3 things. Number 1, you need to make sure that you talk loud so that they'll hear you. Check, you got that. Number 2, you need to make sure that you speak clearly so that they'll understand you. I got that. She said, number 3, last and most importantly, you need to make sure that you finish fast so that they'll clap for you. So I'm going to wrap up here. Cassandra McDonald with me that's here. Commissioner Alvarez, we had an internship conference, and some young ladies on the panel, they said they were 956ers. And Commissioner Alvarez was going, what are 956ers? And he basically came up, and I think his LinkedIn post, his last going-away program, has 956ers. And so a proud gentleman here. I've been delighted to work with him, the best dressed commissioner ever. Talking about his suits and just a phenomenal guy. We were blessed with the relationship. He always said, mi casa es tu casa. And basically that was from day one when we came into, the city came into the region. I had a network already, but he expanded that network in a huge way. And so I'm excited about what he's going to be doing next. We're looking forward to assisting in that area. He's going into the private sector, and I'm representing employers. And so from that standpoint, I'll be working for him and going from there. And so let me give him, with all due respect, congratulations, Commissioner Alvarez. It's been a delight and an honor. Thank you for everything that you've done. And this board has well received the results, the proofs in the pudding. And it's not fake, this is real. I mean, we've seen the results. When you see those JET grants and you see what's being done in those schools, that is real. And the announcement that Annabelle just mentioned just right now, that's another result that's not just talk, it's action, and it's actual results. And so Annabelle, thank you for doing this. Thank you for pulling this off and commit to this community. Thank you for embracing and supporting a man such as Commissioner Alvarez, because we've been delighted to have him at the Workforce Commission working. I've been delighted to work along with him. Pat and Frank, thanks, nice seeing you guys as well. Commissioner Alvarez, thank you so much for the opportunity.